So yesterday in the last class we have done with the concept of monopoly, isn't it? Did we finish off even price and output determination in monopoly? Yes, Nana? Did we finish off price and output determination in monopoly?
Yes, ma'am. It's done.
Yeah. So this is what a monopoly single seller, and we have 8 features in monopoly. Single seller, absence of competition, close substitutes, cross elasticity is zero. Like last class was at my mother's place, so there was a big disturbance, which I think even you have heard it. So I couldn't take maximum. I have taken only half an hour and given you the quiz because of certain disturbances. So I'm just brushing up as I'm not happy and satisfied with the lecture that I have delivered on the other day. So just I am brushing up the concept as perfect competition, monopoly, oligopoly are the important concepts for the exam point of view in JNTU. Okay. Perfect competition, features, price and output determination in long run and short run. Monopoly, definition of monopoly, characteristics of monopoly, causes of monopoly, price and output determination in monopoly, and price discrimination in monopoly. This is in monopoly. Now in oligopoly, concept of oligopoly, characteristics of oligopoly, and price and output determination in oligopoly as the concepts that we have for the exam point of view, which are important. So monopoly is what we have done in the last class, but just a brushing up. So this is what the features that we have. There is no distinction between a firm and an industry. A monopolist can control either price or quantity. There will be abnormal loss profits in the long run. So how is price and output determined? So in the case of monopolist, his demand curve would be the AR curve. What do you mean by AR curve? What do you mean by AR curve? AR curve refer to
Average revenue.
revenue. And how do you get average revenue?
Total revenue by number of products.
Number of products sold or number of units sold, isn't it? That is average revenue. So his average revenue would be downward sloping from left to right. Why? Because if he want to sell more, he have to give discounts and offers. So therefore, the demand curve would be the AR curve. And when the prices are high, the sales are less. When the prices are less, the sales are more. And the in monopolist, the MR curve would be below the AR curve. Why? Because what do you mean by MR? MR curve
Marginal
refer
revenue.
to,
Marginal revenue.
yeah, marginal revenue. Marginal revenue is less than AR. Why? Because if you want to sell anything extra, you have to give reduce discount. You have to give prices, give discounts and offers. So always MR would be below the AR. This is about AR and MR. Now, what do you mean by equilibrium? What do you mean by equilibrium, Nana? It's there
Point where
even.
we compare revenue and cost.
Yeah, that's first important point. And what is the second important point of equilibrium? It's a point where MC cuts MR from below, and it's a point of equilibrium where we say that quantity demanded is equal to quantity supplied. And at this stage, we compare average revenue and average cost. The difference between the average revenue and average cost is known as profit. When we say it as a profit, supernormal profits, when we say it as, when AR is more than AC, isn't it? When AR is more than AC, the difference area of AR and AC is denoted by area PABE. OP is the price. Price is nothing but revenue. Revenue ante the cost price, the selling price. So therefore, OP is the price, OA is the cost. The difference between the OP and OA is nothing but the difference between the revenue and the cost. B is just a point that we have marked as B to denote the area. PB, PBEA or PAEB is the area denoted as supernormal profits in long run. This is what price and output determination. At OQ quantity, the firm would be at equilibrium. At equilibrium point, the firm would be enjoying supernormal profits as AC is less than AR. And the difference between the AR and AC is the supernormal profits. OP is the price, OA is the cost. So cost is less than the price. The difference between the cost and price is denoted by PAEB, the area that is known as supernormal profits. And a monopolist enjoys supernormal profits in long run. Why? Because every monopolist initially suffers losses, as always revenue would be less than cost. Then later he will attain the concept of break even. What do you mean by break even?
Okay, ma'am.
What do you mean by break even?
Beyond which we get profits.
Yeah, beyond a point where, beyond which it is profit, or in other words, what we say, it's a point where the firm enjoys neither profit nor loss. Revenue is equal to cost. AR is equal to AC. Then later, what happens? A monopolistic enjoy supernormal profits where AR would be more than AC. So this is what the concept of monopoly under price and output determination under monopoly. Any doubts in this, Nana?
No, ma'am, clear.
Clear? Everyone clear?
Clear.
Clear, ma'am.
Yeah, this is price and output determination. Now going to the next causes. Causes of monopoly is what we have done. Again, I'm just brushing up. So causes of monopoly, the first one is government policies, which exactly suits with Indian Railways, isn't it? Exactly suits with Indian Railways, where government has restrictions to not to enter the other trains into the central railways. Why? Because it's a restriction that have been framed by the government policy that no private trains can be run on the train rail of central railways. And here, why? Because though it requires huge infrastructure, huge capital structure, and the big shot companies such as Mahindra's, Tata's, Birlas can afford to run their trains, but still there are government restrictions, so there is no privatization of central railways. So this is what the first cause of monopoly, which led to monopoly of central railways. Now coming to mergers and acquisitions, as I said, mergers and acquisition in accounting terms, we say it as amalgamation. Amalgamation is nothing but a weaker company would be taken over by the stronger company, as Uber Eats have been taken over by Zomato, isn't it? Or even Vodafone have been taken over by Idea. So like this, and even we give the example of ANZ Bank is merged with Standard Chartered Bank. So these are the examples as to why the weaker companies will take over by the stronger companies, as there are many benefits that are enjoyed. And here we say merging company and merged company. Merging company is a company which have been taken over. Merged company is a company which has taken over. So there are benefits enjoyed by the merged company. So do you think why do this happen normally? Why do mergers and acquisitions do happen? What is the benefit that is enjoyed by the merged company? Like you can take Zomato as an example. What are the benefits enjoyed? It's a huge one benefit that I'll tell you, that
No competition.
to cut the competition is one reason. Yes.
To
Customers.
market leading.
Yeah, not to share the market in order to cut off. That would be the one reason benefit. Inka Nana? Major benefit. Anyone can tell me, like it's in purview of tax, as the merged company can enjoy. Yes, anyone?
Tax will be divided among two companies.
Tax would be divided. No.
Tax will be reduced when it will be individual and combined.
Combine. So they can share tax is what you say.
Split the profit and pay less tax compared to total.
It's nothing but listen carefully now. The main benefit for the merged company, it's for general knowledge. The main concept here by the merged companies benefit is now the weaker companies who are suffering from losses have unabsorbed losses and unabsorbed depreciation. So for some companies, there will be in crores and millions. The unabsorbed, what do you mean by unabsorbed losses and unabsorbed depreciation? Until they are not having profits and they cannot set off the depreciation about the profits. So they have a huge amount that have not been claimed as an exemption. And also they have huge amount of loss that have been not set off against the profits. So such can now be claimed by the merged company against its profits. But there is 5 conditions that should be satisfied under section 19A. What are the 5 sections is all the assets of merging company should be transferred to merged company. All the liabilities should be transferred from merging company to the merged company. Shares not less than 75% should be transferred from this to that, and production capacity not less than 75% should be continuing at least for the period of 5 years. And the last condition is if at all you don't follow the above 4, whatever the benefits that you are enjoyed in the case of unabsorbed depreciation and unabsorbed losses will be forfeited, and you have to pay interest along the penalty of whatever the benefits that you have been claimed. So this is what the conditions that you have to follow to enjoy the benefits of mergers and acquisition. The main benefit is no company want to cut off the competition is an extent, but the main reason is this. You know what do you mean by unabsorbed depreciation? Depreciation is an expense claimed against the profits, isn't it? What do you mean by depreciation? Literal or meaning of depreciation in Nana. What do you mean by it? It's a question, Nana. Depreciation ante enti? Is it new for you?
Loss.
Loss, or what we say it as expense, decrease in the value of the asset, isn't it? It's nothing but depletion in the value of the asset is known as depreciation. It's an expenditure. So normally what happens, expenditures are deducted from the profits to arrive at net profit, isn't it? And if profits what do they do? This unabsorbed depreciation gets accumulated. So, the accumulation of unabsorbed depreciation, unabsorbed losses choosy, the mergers and acquisitions do happen to take the benefit of this, but they have to follow the conditions. Is that clear? This is what the main reason for mergers and acquisitions. Did you follow, Nana, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me,
Yeah, Nana. Chepna.
ma'am. Apparently, one of the students had some power cut, few issues with the power cut, and they couldn't join. Could you please let them in now?
Fine.
I think so, ma'am.
So one have joined.
One more is the 68.
Nana, in frame comfort So this is what the main reason of mergers and acquisitions. So it's not for the voluntary service, or it's not for the balanced regional development of industries, or not for the goodwill or have a good image in the society. It's nothing but this is what the huge benefit, as there is a high corporate rate of tax. So those losses that have been suffered by the merging company can be set off against the profits of merged company. So this is what the main benefit regarding mergers and acquisitions. Now coming to the next one, R&D, research and development. So research and development, you can give example of Covaxin, Covishield, as due to their invention, they have been leaded as the main players in the market who have captured the total market share. It's only because of R&D. This is what the concept that we can give as a reason why the concept of monopoly have come into existence. Okay, if Covishield was not there, we have only Bharat Biotech's Covaxin, isn't it? So which will enjoy the total market share, and even we have heard that there are maximum benefits with less side effects of this Covaxin in comparison with Covishield. So Covishield is who is the manufacturer of Covishield? Who is the manufacturer of Covishield? Nana, you are so out of the world that you don't know even the current things that I ask. You don't answer the concepts of economics. You don't answer the concepts of general knowledge. So what are you here in the class if you don't answer anything? You don't know who manufactures Covishield? Is it an international formula?
Johnson and Johnson.
Mari adi danik kuda enna, why you don't respond? So in India we have only one, isn't it? That is what Bharat Biotech. And Sputnik, who is the manufacturer of it? Out of the world.
Sputnik is Russia's vaccine, no ma'am.
అదే నేను అడిగేది మరి నేను అదే కదా అడుగుతుంది. Okay, so here in India we have only one, isn't it? So which can enjoy, but as per the current scenario, due to the situation, there are no barriers that we import even Covishield as well as Sputnik, isn't it? So, but if there are barriers, we would have only Covaxin, which would enjoy monopoly through R&D, is what I am trying to tell you out, if you know the manufacturers, isn't it? So now coming to the next one, patents and copyrights. We have patents refer to any innovation, any new things that have been emerged through the invention, the methodology of doing things, a new method of doing things. They file the patents. We have USPTO, International Patent Rights, and we have Indian patents. So we can file anywhere. USPTO, United States Patents and Trademark Office, which is situated in Virginia. So there you will, if it is global, you will go and register there. If it is only Indian, we have 4 in metropolitan cities, the patent offices who get registered as per law. Ministry of Law, patents comes under Ministry of Law. So there we get registered regarding our patents. If the patents are anything, it comes regarding any pharmaceutical formula or any medicine or any technology, like your computer languages or your coding, all such comes under patents. Okay, so if you identify anything doing something new for the first time, we register it under patent rights and get registered so that no other copy it, leading to which we have monopoly. As you can take Microsoft as an example, which enjoys a monopoly where it has registered as its patents. Okay, and even Facebook are the examples where which comes under patents. And what do you mean by copyrights? Copyrights is for the arts such as movie titles, songs, lyrics, books, poems. All these comes under copyrights. Dance, choreography, all these comes under copyrights, and copyrights are registered. And if anyone copies, they need to pay a huge amount in the form of damages if at all they found guilt. So this is known as copyrights, leading to which monopoly is what the example. Okay, so copyrights, and we can give many examples. Like for example, if you want to copy a movie, you have to buy the rights, isn't it? The producers need to pay the copyrights, and or even in the case of if you want to buy the media rights or the channel rights, you have to pay them, then you have to buy it. So this is what leading to which monopoly. No others can copy your web series, or no one can copy your this one. So here web series, and again Netflix, Amazon, AHA, these all comes under oligopoly, but not under duopoly, okay, or monopoly. So you can take these as an examples, which cannot copy one with that of the other. Then the next one is huge capital requirement. Huge capital requirement is required as in the case of if you want to enjoy a monopoly, you have to have huge investment. As therefore, the one of the important feature is monopolists enjoy supernormal profits in long runs because it requires huge capital. If you want to enter, you need to have huge capital, which may be demotivating for the small entrepreneurs to enter into the market. Then strategic barriers. Strategic barriers are the barriers which are applied where if a new entrant want to enter into the market to discourage him, what do? They suddenly reduce the prices. What we say this as brand proliferation. Brand proliferation is nothing but strategies to avoid new entrants into the market, where if a new entrant enters, very low prices cannot be withstanded by him, which would be demotivating and which would be a loss for the new entrants, which avoids them to enter into the market as a reason for monopoly. Strategies are like these, isn't it? Suddenly reducing price or suddenly controlling the quantity or suddenly doing something which restricts the new entrants or fears the new entrants to enter into the market. So these are the 6 causes of monopoly. As why do monopoly exist in the market? Is that clear, Nana? Any doubts in these 6 reasons?
Clear, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Clear.
Now going to the next concept, there's a small concept that is there in monopoly, price discrimination in monopoly. So we have price discrimination in monopoly. Listen carefully. What do you mean by price discrimination? Is in monopoly, the monopolist offers different prices for different consumers of the same commodity is known as price discrimination. Okay, different prices to the different consumers of the same commodity is known as price discrimination, and the discrimination would be based on education, income, age, and so on. Like for example, let us take the example of Central Railways as monopoly. How is discrimination, price discrimination done based on age? Like for example, if the age is below 10, we have a ticket which the price is less than the adults, isn't it? Children tickets is what we say. And if the age is above 60, we have senior citizen quota where we have discounted rates of prices. So here this is known as price discrimination based on age. And how can you explain the concept of price discrimination based on income in Central Railways? Can anyone tell, Nana?
Based on the work they do.
Based on the work, income based discrimination, age based discrimination.
Different classes, first class, second
Very good,
class.
Nana. What's your name?
Sudhindra, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. Sukindra.
Sudhindra, DH.
Okay, Sudhindra, very good, Nana. This is what I wanted. So here, price discrimination. Yeah, Nana.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but there are some people waiting outside. Can you please let them in?
Nana, last class లోనే అంత గట్టిగా అరిచాను నేను. Discrimination based on income is nothing but, as Sudhindra said, it's based on first class, isn't it? AC, 1 tier, 2 tier, 3 tier, and we have sleeper coach, we have general, isn't it? So discrimination of the same train, but the facilities are different, the comfort is different, as we discriminate based on the income. So that is known as price discrimination based on income. Or in the case of education, how can you give an example on education?
Private schools.
Inter colleges, ma'am.
Yeah, private schools and colleges, yes.
In inter colleges also, they will divide batches, IC batch in 120.
Yeah, yeah. See,
Based on the fees they pay.
Narayana and Sri Chaitanya, isn't it? So this is what the best example that we can give. Like I got a memory of an incident. that I have been given a duty to take presentations for first year students. Actually, I don't go to first year, but I was asked to engage them by taking the presentations. So whatever the topic they give, these first years would land up with the topic of Narayana and Sri Chaitanya, whatever may be the topic. So like that's what I just reminded that they were so frustrated that whatever the topic of the presentation that we would select, they would land up by giving the examples of these two, that is Narayana and Sri Chaitanya, how worst it was, and what was their experiences regarding those times. So this is what education based on discrimination. Very good example. May I know who is the student who have given the example?
Surya Tejam.
Yeah, good man. So education is based on, yeah, if you are a good learner, you would be in what are the batches that we have in that? The best batch, you will be satisfied.
China, ma'am.
Yeah.
China batch.
China batch and so on, isn't it? I exactly don't have an idea. So these are the reasons as how even you can take in our FS, isn't it? At the third years, like I am in charge of FS mentor. So we have elite batch, we have A batch, B batch, and C batch. So the best learners will go to Neil sir, and the next and the next and the next based on your performance. So this is how the discrimination would be done based on the education. So this is what the concept of price discrimination, which is only there in monopoly. And if this goes up, the concept of MRTP Act is there. What do you mean by MRTP Act is Monopolistic Restrictive Trade Practice Act in 1956, which have been introduced by the government of India. If they cross the limits of any restrictive trade practices, the government comes into action and take necessary actions regarding control of monopoly. Because monopoly is only single, isn't it? The whole country should depend upon the seller or the service provider. In such situation, what happens is if they cross the limits, MRTP Act is what come into action to do the concept of controlling the activities of monopoly. So this is all about the concept of monopoly. So what's the time? Just remind me to stop at the point now. So this is all about the concept of monopoly. So in monopoly, what do you have? Features of monopoly, causes of monopoly, price and output determination under monopoly. Then you have price discrimination under monopoly. These are the four concepts in monopoly which you need to study. Perfect competition law, only two features and price and output determination. Now going to the next concept. Any doubts in what we have covered till now? Shall we move on to oligopoly?
Ma'am, a small doubt, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, what did you say that the government takes charge and gets under control? What is that act, ma'am?
MRTP Act. Capital MRTP. Monopolistic Restrictive Trade Practices Act.
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Yeah. So this is known as the concept. Why? Because if it cross the limits, or if consumer protection cell, if any case would come, or human rights, you can go and pose a case. So in such situation, this MRTP Act tries to control the activities of this monopoly.
Ma'am.
Okay. Is it clear, Nana? Again, 568. 568, want to admit, there are two 568s.
Ma'am, she is the person who's been trying to join the class, ma'am. She had the power cut issue.
Ma'am, I don't know how to make a finger. Can I take my sister's help?
Okay, okay, now, right. So let's start with oligopoly. Any more doubts, Nana? Do we have time?
More 5 minutes are there.
No, I'll just give the introduction of oligopoly. So oligopoly refer to Oligopoly refer to a situation where few firms competing with one another producing a homogeneous product. So what do you mean by homogeneous products? similar type of products, which are different to an extent but are close substitutes. There is a lot of interdependence in decision making of the firms, because any decision taken by one firm will definitely have effect on the trade of the other competitors, and the competitors are likely to react with the counter policies. So this is what the concept of oligopoly, few sellers, and normally we say that cats in a bag, a few cats in a bag. You know what do the cats do in a bag closed? So that is what the example that we give in oligopoly. But this is a very old notes of mine where I gave the example of cool drinks, but cool drinks now ended up with duopoly with Pepsi and Coca-Cola. I don't think there are much other players. 80% of sales are conquered by Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Out of it, 70% is of Coke and the remaining is of Pepsi. This is what in the study of USA magazine of economics. Who is that? Of economics, that it enjoys a market of monopoly. So, but our automobile industry is what the best example we can give in the case of oligopoly. And here, based on 2021 survey, in the case of small cars, 46% is enjoyed by the Maruti Suzuki and 16% by the Hyundai. Hyundai, what is the main product that we have? i10 and i20, isn't it? So this is what we have the maximum 16% as a competitor to an extent in the case of Maruti Suzuki. That we have the next is the what might be the last is the Kia. The before is somewhat the other company. I exactly forgot. So the best example of oligopoly would be the best example of oligopoly would be the automobile industry. Okay, so oligopoly is nothing but the few sellers who enjoys the total market share, competing with each other, lot of interdependence. Decision taken by one firm will definitely have impact on the others, who will definitely react upon and do the counter policies in order to face the situation. And normally we say it as few cats in a bag is fighting to get the number one position is known as the oligopoly. And the best example is what the automobile industry. The features.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am, this looks similar to monopolistic, no, ma'am?
Monopolistic, exactly same. But here, what happens is their only feature, feature only because of the feature or specific quality it enjoys the monopoly. Oligopoly, few sellers, homogeneous product. Is it clear now? Don't get confused between monopolistic, monopoly and oligopoly. Monopolistic is a type of monopoly. Why? Because it enjoys the monopoly because of the specific feature only a particular firm renders, no other firms render. Like for example, automobile industry law, what was the first car who has the facility of open top initially, or what was the first car which has the facility of auto gear? Now every company offers it. So it doesn't come under the concept of monopoly. If only one car offers, no other cars have such facility or can't do that, that comes under monopoly, but not under monopoly, oligopoly. Is that clear, Nana? Don't get confused between monopolistic and oligopoly.
Yes, ma'am.
అర్థమైందా నాన్న? ఎవరు ఇందాక క్వశ్చన్ అడిగింది?
Ma'am, Shravya.
Shravya, did you get it clear, Nana? If not, for example, only one company offered auto gear, the others cannot do it or cannot manufacture it. Such is known as monopolistic. But you know, all the new cars now have the facility of auto gear, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
No, and even open top is what the new scenario that what was the first car which offered such facility? If that would have been continued, then the market would have been enjoyed monopolistic competition. Funny, now each and every car has such, isn't it? Even the Brezza has such, or each and every car which is manufactured with an SUV or the lesser than that will now offering the open top. If only one would offer such facility, that comes under monopolistic.
Okay, ma'am, understood.
Yeah. So the monopolistic enjoys monopoly because of the feature that is known as monopolistic competition. Oligopoly is similar type of products, homogeneous products which are close substitutes but offered by different firms. And here there is a distinction between industry, but in monopoly there is no distinction between a firm and an industry. Is it clear, Nana? Shall I stop here? What is the time?